Hello, everybody. Happy Friday. I hope you have had a wonderful week. We are super close to our retreat, just a little over a week and a half. So again, if you're in Florida, the downstairs rooms are sold out, but we do have a couple left upstairs if you would like to join us. Definitely reach out to me, thenurselipper@yahoo.com, and we would love to have you come. And also, if you can't make it, just $29 for the virtual retreat. You will be able to participate in all of the live teachings. If you are not available during the day, you will be able to watch back recordings of the sessions. It will take us about a day or two to get them up and available, though, so just beware of that. They will take a little bit to watch them after the fact, but we would love you join us either in person or virtually at the retreat. So I'm super excited. That also means Dalton's birthday is getting close. I really do appreciate you being here and watching me, and I am excited because today is a high dollar what sold video. And unlike the video on Wednesday, which almost everything took over a year to sell, today a lot of these high dollars were very fast sellers, which means I am buying better, and that the sell-through rate of my newer items is much improved from what it used to be. So going to share these with you. We had one on Poshmark, none on Mercari, and about 15 or so over on eBay. And there are some good ones for you to keep an eye out while you are sourcing. So let's go ahead and take a look. The only higher dollar selling item over on Poshmark was this vintage butterscotch Bakelite bangle. It sold for $80. The payout was $64 on this one. I paid $5. So over a $50 profit on this one. And it sold in just, I think, about 3 or 4 months. So not too bad. Really thick, chunky bangle. And the buyer that got this one also got the Bakelite bangle that you saw last week. And she was very happy with her purchases. Keep an eye out for Bakelite. I linked the video last week, but I will link it again for you up top. This is a sale I am very happy with. And the only reason I knew they were Bijou MG is I had actual jewelry from Bijou MG in the same lot, and these were loose in there. So this is a set of 6 replacement rhinestones, and these sold for a best offer of $50. I only paid not even $5 for these, so they're a little over $30 profit, and they sold in 7 months. So a little bit longer, but not too horrible. These are beautiful with the blues and greens, and then almost like that mystic topaz look in the middle. Now, if I had found these outside of this lot that had other Bijou pieces, I don't know if I would have been able to identify them, but luckily I got it with other pieces and was able to identify and make a great profit on something that otherwise might have went into a craft bag. We have been selling these pretty steady at the $59.99 price. So we sold one, and we have sold a total of 2. We do have 2 more available, and $59.99 free shipping. Shipping normally runs around $8 on these. So these are about a $35 profit. I did pay $5 for these from my friend Rod, and the dust bags are selling like hotcakes. The issue with everything I got from him is that I got like 200 or 300, well, maybe 100 and something dust bag or garment bags that are selling a little bit slower, and I paid $10 a piece for those. So getting back to kind of net even on the dust bags and the boxes has taken us a little time, and hopefully those garment bags will start selling a little bit more as well. Next up is this beautiful sterling Silpata bronze etched rose pendant, and this one was actually listed for over a year. It sold for $50. Since it was listed a year ago, we did not have free shipping on yet. So this one I paid $5 for. It's about a $32 profit, but again, took over a year. So with the Silpata, though, you typically can get your comps. Now, I do want to show you, and I know our picture's blurry, but here on the right, that is the arrow marking. That is the Silpata marking. There you can see it was also marked Indonesia. Beautiful pendant, and it took a year to sell. This gorgeous pendant only took 3.5 months to sell. This is an artisan handcrafted modernist pendant. It was made out of garnet and sterling silver. I did put brutalist and vintage, and it sold for $51. This one I paid around $5 for, and it is a $34 profit. And here you can see the photos of this one. And I have decided I might start polishing some of my sterling. And I've asked you guys before, I would like your input again. If you sell jewelry, let me know if you are cleaning and polishing things, especially if they're vintage, or are you leaving them as is? This one sold very, very fast. This is a vintage carved frog messenger fetish. It did have the turquoise in on top. It was a Zuni piece, and this one was just listed less than a month ago, and it sold for a best offer of $60. I actually paid about $15 for this one, so it's only a $25 profit after the fees and the shipping label, but still $25 in less than a month on a small piece is not that bad. And I do see again here with these, this picture is out of focus, so that is something I am definitely trying to pay close attention to and make sure that stuff like this, where it is out of focus like that, does not get posted. This one just took 2 months to sell. This is a vintage sterling silver charm bracelet. It was from the Cayman Islands. It also had an Italian horn charm, and it sold for $69.99. And I paid about $10 for this one. So it's about a $31 profit in just 2 months. So not too bad. And here you can see the jewelry pictures are improved here. This was a newer one. You can see that 925 Italy, 7 inches, really, really pretty double link bracelet with all of the charms. And there was the Cayman Islands. So you can see we took quite a bit of pictures of this one, and a decent sale in only 2 months. This one took about 4 months to sell. And I think a lot of people overlook nickel silver, but if you find the right pieces, and German silver is another one, they can be valuable. So this is a nickel silver. It is by Bell Trading Company. It is a cuff bracelet, 30 grams. And this one sold for $69.99. I only paid $5. It is a $43 profit in the 4 months. So not too bad on this one. And absolutely beautiful piece. So if you see here, it says nickel silver, and this bell is from Nickel Bell Trading. So if you ever see that, I've done pretty good with their pieces overall. And this one was a relatively fast sale and a good profit on a non-fine jewelry piece. 2 months for this gorgeous pendant to sell. This is a vintage carved turquoise bear with sterling silver wire wrap. I did pay up for this. I paid about $15. It sold for $71, so it's close to a $40 profit. Very, very fast. So watch for those fetish things. I've had a couple different items, like you saw the fetish frog, and fetishes typically do well, especially if they were signed. They will sell quite a bit faster, and I'm happy with the $71 sale on this one, relatively fast. This one sold in under a month. This is a vintage sterling St. Anthony, St. Francis cross pendant, and it sold for $75. I paid $5. I got a big lot of nothing but sterling religious charms, and this one is a $47 profit. Again, less than a month. I always pay attention to religious pendants, especially, so there you can see that Germany mark, especially if they are sterling silver. So this is another piece where, again, I ask you guys if you would try to clean this, or do you leave it as is because it is a vintage piece? They can't all be fast sellers, and this one was not. This is a Lilly Pulitzer Perigi Skort Sea Breeze. It was blue and pink, extra large. Retail on this was $168, and I had it listed for a year. It sold for $76.99. I paid $20 for it, so it is still a $28 profit. Watch for Lilly Pulitzer. Typically, they're good. I got this on discount for 50% off. They had it as Easter clothing, and here you can see that XL tag. And honestly, if I would have thought about it, I would have probably went and kidnapped this out of the inventory, because I couldn't have fit into it a year ago when I bought it, but now I could. Anyway, somebody got a really amazing deal on a brand new Lilly Pulitzer skirt romper. If you missed my earring video from last week, definitely go watch it because there are a lot of them that sell for good money. And this is a Navajo snake eye dot chandelier pair of earrings. These were by Sylvia Chi, and these sold in 6 months. They sold for $105. I paid $25 for these, so they are a $45 to $46 profit in the 6 months, so not too bad. And again, earrings don't take up a ton of space, which is beautiful. There you can see that sterling stamp very, very clearly on them, and they were just shy of 6 grams, and beautiful, beautiful pair of turquoise and sterling earrings, and not too bad at that 6-month point. Tibetan is another thing that is not sterling, and I think a lot of people overlook the value of. So this is a vintage Tibetan turquoise and coral statement ring. It was a men's, size 12. This one sold for $99.99 in 3 months. And after the shipping and fees, I am making about a $65 profit. I did get this in a lot of Tibetan jewelry, and I actually just picked another lot up today that has some garnets and emeralds in it. So I'm excited about that. So watch for the Tibetan stuff because quite a bit of it, especially the statement pieces, can be valuable. If you do not know the name, I definitely would learn Amy Kahn. This is a gorgeous pair of labradorite and purple pearls pair of earrings, and these sold for a best offer of $127 in 4 months. I only paid $10 for these, making them an $87 profit. So just like I was saying in that research video last week, pay attention to the earrings, guys. They are definitely selling. And there you can see the sterling mark. They also had, I think it's Kahn Russell. They also had AKR down there on the bottom. And I have come across a few pieces of hers here recently. So definitely a name to look out for. 5 months for this one to sell. And you can see I put the picture of it glowing up front. And I do recommend you do that if you have some glowy jewelry. This is an opalescent crystal bracelet, necklace, and earring set. So this was sterling silver and only signed Italy. There was no brand. Sold for a best offer of $170. I am about $25 into this set. So it is a $100 profit in 6 months. So not too shabby. And there it is not glowing. So it definitely, I feel like, was more impressive glowing. I did leave the set together. You can see here, and if you haven't seen, this is the bracelet sizer that I make. And if you would like one, I do have it on my Shopify. I will put that up. There you can see the Italy, and really, really beautiful set. And again, if you have stuff that glows and it looks good in that glowing picture, I would use it for the front picture. I think this one is probably my favorite of the whole video. This is a beautiful vintage Navajo sterling silver butterfly or moth pin. This one sold for a best offer of $175. And this one I did pay $50 for, but it is still an $80 profit after the fees. And it took eight months to sell. You can see here over 2.5 inches, really, really beautiful piece. And I'm going to go to the back here and show you this one was not signed. And so this one I got from an auction that identified it as being Navajo, and we did acid test it to verify that it was sterling. Yet another Native American. This one is a Zuni vintage sterling silver needlepoint cuff bracelet. I do have a video on Native American jewelry as well. I will pop up top. This one sold for $175. I did pay $50 for it, but again, still an $80 profit in just 4 months. Not too bad. And most of the Native American I do have to pay up for, unfortunately. Beautiful piece. So here you can see it does say Zuni, and it was L&L, or I believe was the name on it. I don't think I was ever able to identify who the artist was, but I did know that it was Zuni. So you can see I did not put an artist in the title. And if I was able to identify that artist, it could have sold for more, but I'm happy with an $80 profit in 4 months. This one was listed almost 2 years, and I had a really hard time accepting the offer. So this is a Wedgwood hummingbird luster. It is a rare bowl, and I did put centerpiece and large, and I had it on sale for $650 from $1,300. There was a history of it selling as high as $1,200 over on WorthPoint, but it has been listed a year and a half. I paid around $100. So I got an offer for $375, which is a little over or close to half off of my already half off. And I'm like, man, you know, the last one sold for $1,200, but I've had it a year and a half. And I was on the phone with Trish. She's like, I would take it, which is what I ended up doing, even though it was still hard to hit that accept button, because again, I know the last one sold for $1,200, and it's a matter of, did I want to wait possibly another year and a half for the right buyer to come, or take almost $400 when it was presented to me and I accepted the offer? I could have countered them, but then I could have lost them. So it sold for $375. After what I paid, I'm still making close to $200. And to me, that's kind of the bottom line. Even though, again, it's hard because I know the last one sold for a lot. And this is a beautiful, beautiful bowl. It is not that big. It was clearly marked. It's hard to see with that splatter pattern, but it was marked Wedgwood, made in England. And there just are not that many of these bowls. So if you happen to come across one, definitely pay attention. Even the smaller 4 and 5 inch bowls sell for a couple of $100s. All right, that was everything. I hope you have enjoyed. I hope you learned a lot. Some really good items, and there's some amazing, amazing profits. Hopefully we'll start getting some more higher dollar sales from over on Poshmark and Mercari. Whatnot has been amazing for us. Again, I hope to see you at least virtually for my retreat. If you can make it in person, that would be better. If you're local, we have where you can just come to the classes. You don't have to stay overnight at the retreat house. So it is going be fun, and the itinerary is up. So if you would like to look at the itinerary, I will post that down in the description, or you can email me, thenurseflipper@yahoo.com, if you have any questions. I appreciate you watching, and I will see you on Sunday.